We've waited over a month for it, and Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode 8 hasn't let us down. The drama is full on, and it all comes to blows over Mandy's new job. Since season 5 of Young Sheldon, Mandy's career trajectory has been a rocky one. Originally a weather girl, she was fired from her job after breaking up with her boyfriend, who also happened to be her boss. From there, she fell pregnant with Cece, wiping out seasons 6 and 7. Now she's settled into motherhood. Mandy is hungry for her turn to go up the career ladder. She's watched Georgie start to morph into Dr. Tyre, and his success is wearing thin. We knew the new TV show had its strange name for a reason, and after Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode 8, we might be beginning to see why. Warning, spoilers ahead. When Georgie and Jim come home from work one evening, they've splashed out big on pizza. The reason? Georgie landed a huge commission after guaranteeing another tire service like the one we previously saw at church. Mandy is pleased Georgie is earning more money, but also seems to resent him. Later that night, Mandy reveals how she's really feeling. She's annoyed Georgie is earning more than she does. Bored stiff by her job at the diner, Mandy thinks she should naturally be earning more because of her degree and age. Georgie wants to support her, but doesn't properly know how. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode 8 cuts to Mandy driving home from work one evening, listening to a radio commercial. It promises the listener can make easy money on their own flexible schedule with minimal effort. In bed, Mandy reveals her plan, selling diet products just like Mary briefly sold makeup. There's a catch before she even signs up. The kit costs $1,200 to order, the same amount as Georgie's commission. Georgie wanted to use it to pay off some of Mandy's credit card debt, but she manages to talk him around. We see her trying and failing to make her first sales by sneaking into an apartment block. Straight away, nobody wants anything to do with her. Mandy gets home that night completely deflated. She assumed her communications degree would mean she could automatically take to selling, but it's not working out what way. Jim tells Audrey they should buy some products from her, but Audrey reminds him he's been bailing her out of trouble since her Girl Scout cookie days. The next day, Mandy tries her hand at setting up a stall outside the grocery store, but immediately has a problem connecting with potential customers. Georgie arrives to see how she's getting on, and immediately manages to make a sale to a passerby. This sends Mandy into a rage, claiming she doesn't need Georgie's help or interference to get the job done. While Mandy continues to vent at home, Georgie doesn't really know where he's gone wrong. He stops by the local library to find a book on relationships, running into young Sheldon's Ms. Hutchins in the process. She's working there part-time and recommends men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Meanwhile, Mandy has taken Cece to a doctor's appointment. While in the waiting room, she gets talking to a group of other disgruntled mothers who feel as if they've been overlooked. They each want to be seen as more valuable than just changing diapers and doing feeds. When the group asks what Mandy is selling, they quickly become customers. Mandy returns home jubilant, telling Georgie about her success. She finds him reading the book, telling Mandy he wants to be a better partner for her. Later, Mandy heads back to the apartment building to apologize to the residents she approached earlier on. When she plays into the story of proving her husband wrong, they're much more receptive to buying. While all of this is going on, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode 8 also completely changes the game for Connor. When Audrey tells Jim he's coddling Mandy too much, Jim throws it right back at her with her treatment of Connor. He's 26, living at home, and not doing a single thing to contribute. Jim wants him to start with one thing, doing his laundry. Audrey is on board, with Jim telling Connor off-screen. Later on, we see him doing his own laundry perfectly, with Jim asking why he never did it before if he knew how. There are instructions on the bottle. "You never asked me," he replied, explaining he would do whatever is asked if his parents communicated that. By the end of the episode, Connor is cleaning bathrooms and taking out the garbage. When he hands Jim a fresh beer, he couldn't be prouder of his son, but Audrey is having a hard time with the changes. Jim says if makes her feel better, she can take care of him instead.